finally got my first mule deer. I'm telling you. Well, we got here Thursday before season started on Saturday. And you know, my expectations, it was a private ranch, and we heard there was a fair number of animals down in the alfalfa fields. And we got here and they weren't kidding. They were here thick as thieves.
Going up there with the road going up, this that's weird.
Down there, that one, the road down there. And he started thinking, I'm just gonna be able to pick what I want. And that turned out not the case. Well, we're at the Curran Ranch, Eastern Oregon. We got the Blue Mountains starting over here. And Rod and I met this family almost a decade ago, getting permission to hunt turkeys on a 400-acre parcel about an hour and a half from here. My first mule deer hunt. No one's showed us anything except for on the maps, sharing waypoints. Colby will be here Sunday. And the cool thing about this ranch, it's a 5th generation ranch, and the family is rodeo royalty in Oregon. Pendleton is this way about 50 minutes. One of the biggest rodeos this side of the Rocky Mountains is the Pendleton Rodeo. And the Steve Curran, who owns this, and his 3 brothers all won the all around. And so it's a really cool place.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Eastern Oregon, dry country, and I've been here all my life, so I don't know any different, but some people like it, some people don't. I'm the 5th generation of a family ranch. 3 older brothers, I'm the 4th boy, and then I've got a younger sister. Early in life we got interested in rodeo because of kind of following our fathers. Rodeoed for a lot of years, and I guess our name is pretty well known for the rodeo industry. There was a group of 4 of us, and we were all 4 years apart. We were gonna show the world that we were cowboys, so we were gonna professionally rodeo. As a family, all of us boys have won the Pendleton Roundup, one event or the other. We've all won the all-around or the steer wrestling, or my mother was the queen of the Pendleton Roundup, and my sister was the queen of the Pendleton Roundup, and all of us boys have won the Pendleton Roundup, and we went into the Hall of Fame at the Pendleton Roundup. So we're pretty well known to be, you know, known for what we've done at basically our hometown, the Pendleton, Oregon. My daughter's the youngest.
Montana State University, J.C. Curran.
And then my son, he graduated last year. They're on scholarships there for the rodeo program, so they're actually rodeoing as we speak right now.
I'm 22, so a while, kind of ever since you're big enough to hop on top of a horse. Won the region in the steer wrestling my freshman year for the Northwest region, which is this area. A big goal of mine is every hunter that comes, you know, leaves satisfied, or 100% success rate, whether it's on elk or deer, you know. I think there's potential out there for sure.
This was my father-in-law's in Minnesota. That's a 2006, I believe. I'd have to look at the papers. Kodiak 400. This thing, it just keeps going. Got in last night and probably saw about 200 mule deer. It was amazing. I've been out elk hunting before with a tag, but we're mainly elk hunting in the forest, and I never see a mule deer. So this is the first time I've ever targeted one with a rifle, so I'm looking forward to it. We have gone around this whole ranch today with HuntStand. We can get service on certain peaks, but it was essential to get the maps downloaded offline. So once we got here and we weren't getting service, and you don't get it, once you go off these ridges, you are not on it. We were also able to identify the property with our property details, mark them. I've got them all marked in red, and so we can see exactly where we're at. 4x4 I'll be happy with, even a 3x3 if it comes down to that. We just saw a couple nice bucks up here, but they're all coming down, so we've got several hunts tomorrow. Well, good luck to you too, Rod. I'm sure you're gonna see some nice big ones over there. All right, buddy. All right, here we go, folks. All right, guys, we're here at a about 5:30. About an hour, 45 minutes until sun's up. We're gonna set up by some hay bales here and just see what happens. And we'll sit here for a good hour, hour and a half. And that doesn't work out, we're gonna go up to the Rim Rock and chase them. Here we go. First mule deer hunt. Let's go, baby. Two fighting right down there. There's two forking horns fighting down there. Well, we had pretty exciting morning. It took a while. They kind of did what we wanted. We finally had one buck come up early, but he went back down to feed, and we moved in position, and all of a sudden there was a skinny 4x4. He had a little fork, and so he came up where we kind of expected and followed the other bucks, and I had a 150-yard shot, and he had the camera on it, and I was like, you know, I didn't have my heart into it, and then a doe came in, and I wasn't gonna press it. It wasn't, you know, I like to have that nice, we've been watching two other 4x4s, that little wider, that's kind of the look I want. And then he moved a little bit, but it was just a good angle. And the sun came up, and I don't think it was meant to be to shoot that one. You know, I'd take him a little later if I have to. It was an exciting morning. I mean, I'm almost glad the hunt's not over. It was almost over in an hour. It would have been a great shot on film and everything, but we got some time left. You know, the way we hunted them the first few days, you know, these fields, they're coming in from the canyons at night, in the morning time, and they're leaving them. So you're trying to get in their path, you know, trying to make the correct decision where you think you're gonna go based on the day before. And, you know, I mean, 9 times out of 10 we were wrong. You know, they came this way. We sat one place today here, then the next day we should have been there. And, well, it became a mule deer hunt very quickly.
We have a nice, mature Eastern Oregon mule deer.
You know, for a first one, this is a beautiful, how the mule deer comes out like that.
It's got perfect eye guards.
And then there was a 3x3 that we saw, and then a smaller 4x4. We went and sat up on them tonight, and they never came out of the sagebrush because they left it earlier over another ridge, and Rod ran into all 3 deer later and got this nice one. So this one we already saw this morning, and fantastic job, buddy. It's just amazing how big game animals can actually feel your presence. One of the issues is, you know, these alfalfa fields are near the roads, and you got hunters glassing up on the mountains and stopping, and you know, they felt that, and next thing you know, I'm hunting like I always thought a mule deer hunt was, going up on the Rim Rock, crawling on my belly on shale, carrying the spotting scope, all this stuff. About 4:30, we're on the opposite side where we were sitting this morning. We're up on a cliff here. We're about, I would say, 200-300 yards right now above 3 bucks that bedded down this morning. Looks like 2 4x4s and a nice 3x3. We're gonna get in position here. We've already marked it with hunt stand. The wind is right, coming out of the north. See what happens. But we're gonna have a heck of a view. Look at that, amazing, beautiful country. Man, finally got my first mule deer. And I'm telling you, this is way more work than I thought it should be. I had one at 100 yards the first morning, and this one's probably smaller. And we just did a stalk midday, 70 degrees, what, 3-4 hours. We saw him, spotted him. Look at that. Woo, man. Hey, he's gonna eat good. Oh, goodness. Woo. I didn't think it would be this hard. Man, we got here, we saw hundreds of deer. I mean, crawling on these mountains in the sun, it is not easy. This one's is well earned. Ice cold beer is gonna taste good tonight, baby. Now the work begins. This hunt has made me, you know, rekindle some of those big game hunts. Got me back into how cool it is to spot and stalk and see animals, and it's just a different thing. I'm just happy to get a buck. I want to get on the board, get the mule deer down. And rest is history.